Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Coast to Coast Live online showcase. I am your host, JP, and today we have 7 artists who submitted their music for an opportunity to move on to our championship round in Miami and compete for our $50,000 grand prize. So the way it works is that each artist will get their song reviewed by our panel of judges, and if 2 of our judges give them a pass, 2 out of the 3 judges give them a pass, they move on to our championship round in Miami to compete for our grand prize. So let's introduce our judges one at a time, starting off with SHAWN BARRON. He's SVP of A&R Motown Capitol Records. What's going on, Sean? Our next judge, he's a platinum producer. He's worked for artists such as Lil Wayne, DJ Khaled, Meek, Gucci Mane, and many, many more. He's SWEDE from 808 Mafia. And last but not least, he's also a platinum producer. He's worked with artists such as Young JEEZY, LUDACRIS, Rick Ross, 50 Cent, and many, many more. He's DJ Payne One. What's going on, Payne?
Yep.
So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started with our first artist on the lineup. They go by MMMG. We don't have them here in the Zoom, so we're just going to go ahead and get started with their song. Just give me 1 second while we load it up.
Mob nigga, no op nigga, grind hard, get the guap nigga, fuck you man.
On the beat.
Gang.
Hey, run that shit up, Chase.
I been loaded, bitch, I'm gay. Bitch, I'm gay. Bitch, I'm gay. I been loaded, bitch, I'm gay. Bitch, I'm gay. Bitch, I'm gay. I been loaded, bitch, I'm gay. Yeah, I been rolling bottle weed. Phone got me in my zone so high that I can't get no sleep. I know a bitch who sneak and geek. This shit gon' turn her to a freak. I'm popping 2, she popping 3. She doing her, I'm doing me. I been loaded, bitch, I'm geek. Yeah, I been rolling bottle weed. Phone got me in my zone so high that I can't get no sleep. I know a bitch who sneak and geek. This shit gon' turn her to a freak. I'm popping 2, she popping 3. She doing her, I'm doing me. Phone got me in her loaded, rolling. I can't get no sleep. I know a super bad bitch, and that bitch gon' sneak and geek. This shit gon' turn her to a freak. I hope that bitch don't start to tweak. She get the tweak and I'ma leave. Hop in my car, bitch, with my keys. Right back in the streets, thuggin'. I can't even see, but I'm steady taking shots, puffin', chiefin' on this leaf. You niggas hatin', throwing shots, bluffin', keep it in the streets, and I still be on the block, hustlin'. If you look for me, I got a bag and switch the swag. Now niggas wanna be like me, they copy paste, but I delete. Hit the block and do a sweep, and I'm still out here rolling. Catch me trolling when it's beef. Don't think I'm lacking cause I'm geek. Quick to put your ass to sleep. I been loaded, bitch, I'm geek. Yeah, I been rolling bottle weed. Phone got me in my zone so high that I can't get no sleep. I know a bitch who sneak and geek. This shit gon' turn her to a freak. I'm popping 2, she popping 3. She doing her, I'm doing me. I been loaded, bitch, I'm geek. Yeah, I been rolling bottle weed. Phone got me in my zone so high that I can't get no sleep. I know a bitch who sneak and geek. This shit gon' turn her to a freak. I'm popping 2, she popping 3. She doing her, I'm doing me.
Ain't no denying shit, I ain't with all that lying shit. Big cash in this brand, bitch. Pop the naked lady, then I get in my own world. Leave me alone on friend shit. Mathematician, niggas know that I love money, so I stay multiplying shit. Try to get in the way, I put a block over that whole gang, gon' start to divide shit. Ain't no sense on you hiding shit. Bitch, I'm geeked up, I'll fuck the whole scene up. Hit a tough cookie, try to stand with a man, hit me clear, I'll beat a bitch clean up. Niggas super tender, they don't rock like that, like they call the laws and make it hot like that. Snitch, nigga get rocked like that, with a Glock like that, push the top right back. This on out about 2 weeks, 2 geek, yeah, me and 2 freaks, switch a route, talking about 2 sneaks, same week, 1 and 2 knee deep, 10 toes, I'm standing with them 2 feet, triple M, nigga don't forget the G, who really want it, really want smoke for free, who really want it, really want smoke with me.
I been loaded, bitch, I'm gay. Yeah, I been rolling bottle weed. Phone got me in my zone so high that I can't get no sleep. I know a bitch who sneak and geek. This shit gon' turn her to a freak. I'm popping 2, she popping 3. She doing her, I'm doing me. I been loaded, bitch, I'm geek. Yeah, I been rolling bottle weed. Phone got me in my zone so high that I can't get no sleep. I know a bitch who sneak and geek. This shit gon' turn her to a freak. I'm popping 2, she popping 3. She doing her, I'm doing me. Go. 2 for me and 3 for her. Be careful when ain't no keeping her. Slimy bitch, wipe every nigga down, she get to sleep with her. Can't get me cause I'm crippin', little bitch tried it, but I keep it up. Thought she was on my lead, but I'm up to speed like how I'm keeping up. Sneaking geek up the street on the sea, that's how I got the bitch. Out the gate, took the shot, made it switch like story Akavi. She a hoe, I'm a hoe, how they go say ain't that bout a bitch? Ain't tricking if you got it and I got it, don't talk me out of shit. Rolling about a week, I'm off the trunk, watch how I pimp a bitch. Hit her with that gang, she hit me with, yeah, that's that simple shit. Do you cause I'm doing me, yeah, codeine on that crib and shit. Don't know what that little bitch thought look, but Mafia on that different shit. I been loaded, bitch, I'm geek, yeah, I been rolling about a week. Strong got me in my zone so high that I can't get no sleep. I know a bitch who sneak and geek, this shit gon' turn her to a freak. I'm popping two, she popping three, she doing her, I'm doing me. I been loaded, bitch, I'm geek, yeah, I been rolling about a week. Strong got me in my zone so high that I can't get no sleep. I know a bitch who sneak and geek, this shit gon' turn her to a freak. I'm popping two, she popping three, she doing her, I'm doing me. Gone.
All right, there you have it. That was the artist MMMG with their song. Let's kick it off to our judges, see what they thought about the song. Let's start things off with DJ Pain One. DJ Pain One, what did you think about MMG in the song?
I thought the song was solid. The video looks great quality wise. I think the audio was good quality wise. For me, it was just that the song was solid, but it didn't stand out, especially the hook. It was just, I say that a lot. It's hard to write and perform an effective hook. And the hook just blended in with the first verse. I mean, same cadence, same tone, everything. So it was also very wordy. So I actually didn't even realize it was a hook until it came in after the second rapper whose energy was different. So it wasn't like the song was bad. It just didn't stand out to me. I think it is solid enough for me to pass it. I just don't think it's unique enough to actually win against some of the more unique records that we've heard.
For sure.
So I'll give it a pass, but my advice to them is maybe come with a different song that's just undeniable, where the energy is just, because when you're performing something and the hook doesn't catch and then no other part of the record catches, the crowd, you're going to lose their interest and they're going to walk away from that performance with nothing.
Absolutely. Well said. Thank you, Pain One. So you got your first pass there from from DJ Pain One. But let's kick it off to our next judge, SWEDE. SWEDE, what did you think about MMMG and his song?
Yeah, I think it was okay. The record itself didn't really grab me, but I did like the video and the overall energy. So for that reason, I'm gonna give him a pass.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, SWEDE. You got your second pass there from SWEDE. Our third judge for today will have to be me. Unfortunately, SHAWN Barron had a small emergency come up and he won't be able to judge the rest of the event. So I will go ahead and step in for him as the third judge. But I totally agree with DJ Pain One's feedback. It wasn't a song that stood out, but there was a lot of positive things about it. Like as SWEDE mentioned, the video production and the music production was well done. So I think that the positives outweigh the negatives. The only one feedback I can give you is maybe to do a shorter song. It was 4.5 minutes long, and it did kind of get tiring to listen to towards the end. So I think compared to today's standards, it's probably twice as long as it should be. But other than that, some potential there for you guys. So definitely give you a pass. So congratulations to MMMG. We look forward to seeing you at the championship. We'll send you an email after the event with all the details. So let's go ahead and move on to our next artist. They go by Amorpha T. We have them here in the Zoom, so give me 1 second while we load. I'll bring them into the chat. And Amorpha T, can you turn your camera and your mic for us?
Hey, how you doing?
Good, good. How are you?
Doing all right.
Awesome. So we got your song here. It is called, 1 second. Let me load it up here. It's called Say It, featuring Bruce Honcho. Tell me a little bit about your song. What's it about?
So this song is about like just rising up from like not poverty, I would say, but you know, the background I came from and trying to move my family out of the situations we're in now, and you know, just elevating from where I am at now. That's basically what the song's all about. And you know, giving my mother a home, giving my father a home, giving my family somewhere to live comfortably, and basically the struggles of keeping real people around. That's really it.
All right. And before we get into your song, let us know where you're from, where we can find your music. And yeah.
So I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. That's where I'm born and raised. You can find my music on every platform, Spotify, music, everything basically. And yeah, that's it.
All right. Awesome. So we're going to go ahead and get right into your song. Just give me 1 second while we load it up.
All right. Thank you.
Default Beats.
Look, bust down, just know we keep them Glocks now. Got blickies on my right and I got shooters on my left now. My killers got the best kid, just know you getting stressed out. I gotta keep a Glock with me. I learned from poverty, grew up in the trenches, so you know I had to starve to eat. Niggas say you poppin' shit, well let's see if it's actually speak. Gotta feed my family, started thinking that they have to peak. If I go on trial, please tell me you when I say a thing. Niggas is so far, they rather see you fed and reach your dream. Made it out the pile, now I'm rich, I'm with my family. Never cracked a smile, now we moved on to the finer things. Ain't seen it in a while, miss that smile, I manifest a dream. Niggas say they looking for me, I pop out without a doubt. He wants a club, but he won't get it from me. He think he better than me, I have him floating in the ocean just for looking at me. But you know you younger than me, yeah. Rise up to the top, they want me down. I'ma have them say it, they gon' like me then and now. Fuck putting on the front, got plenty reasons just to smile. And I ain't never going back, not tryna blend in with the crowd. Rise up to the top, they want me down. I'ma have them say it, they gon' like me then and now. Fuck putting on the front, got plenty reasons just to smile. And I ain't never going back, not tryna blend in with the crowd.
Said you wouldn't leave, but you left soon as it got hard. All this pain a nigga feelin', cutting deep, it's leaving scars. So I never open up behind my pain deep in his bars. And I made a promise to my mama, rap gon' take us far. In about a year, we gon' be in expensive cars. I ain't never finna settle, mine shooting for the stars. I promise I'ma make it up for all the nights you starved. And I know that you exhausted, but you still won't do no harm. And you want me about these bitches, but I ain't never listen. I let my heart get in control and they start playing with my feelings. You was busy, so I settled for the worst, just for attention. I with my heart up on my sleeve and now it's gone, my trust is missing. Now it's hard to trust a bitch, so now I'm just keeping my distance. But when they see a nigga up, they gon' be all up in my mentions. I know they want me for the clout, but I ain't done so they can get it. I'ma say just what I feel and you gon' hear me till I'm finished.
Rise up to the top, they want me down. I'ma have them say it, they gon' like me then and now. Fuck putting on the front, got plenty reasons just to smile. And I ain't never going back, not tryna blend in with the crowd. Rise up to the top, they want me down. I'ma have them say it, they gon' like me then and now. Fuck putting on the front, got plenty reasons just to smile. And I ain't never going back, not tryna blend in with the crowd. Bitches wanna fuck me for the clout. I done told you I don't trust no bitch, that's what I'm about. I've been feeling for a pleasure so that we can make it out. When I tell you I done cry, cause it's tough to pursue a route. Can't procrastinate this shit that's gonna hopefully get you out. I done told your wife before that that's your last track, then you out. Cause there's niggas out here leeching up a tough step away out. I can't wait no more, I'm greedy, say my name for all the doubt.
What do you want?
All right, there you have it. That was Amorpha T with his song "Say It." Let's kick it off to our judges and see what they thought about the song. Let's start things off with SWEDE from 808 Mafia. SWEDE, what did you think about Amorpha T and his song?
Yeah, I like the overall vibe of the record. I think, you should keep, the vocals tighter, work more on your vocals, better timing, make everything tight, Also, the vocal mix definitely needs to get better. But I think there's potential, so I'm going to give you a pass.
All right, awesome. There you have it. Thank you. SWEDE, you got your first pass from SWEDE. See what our next judge thought. Let's kick it off to Pain One. Pain, what did you think about Amorpha T and the song?
Yeah, I think there's potential. I think the mix needs a lot of work, and the same criticism I gave to the last artist, the hook just blended in with the verses, so the dynamics never changed. I think that was a big problem with the track. It was like the dynamic was just a straight line across. The beat didn't drop out. Nothing built up for the chorus. The hook just mirrored the verses in terms of the melody and cadence. It was exactly the same. So there's potential there. I'll give it a pass, but again, I don't think it's going to compete because we've heard some pretty unique and standout records over the last however many months. I just drop in every now and then as a judge, but I've heard some records that maybe aren't as good in terms of just overall traditional, conventional measures of talent, but they stand out and the energy is crazier. So that's the type of stuff that you have to marry with the talent in order to really stand out. And no one wants to blend in. That was even part of the hook.
Absolutely, well said. Thank you, Pain One. You got your second pass there from Pain One, so you are going to be moving on to our championship. As far as my feedback, I agree with Pain One as far as the dynamics. It did sound a lot the same throughout the entire song. Just like SWEDE said, I think the vocal mixing could have been better. It sounded like it was being drowned out by the beat. But other than that, I do see a lot of potential in you. So I definitely give you a pass. And congratulations, moving on to our championship round in Miami. We'll send you an email after the event with all the details. So we're going to go ahead and move on to our next artist. They go by Demolition. We have them here in the Zoom, so give me 1 second while you bring them in. And Demolition, what's going on? How you doing? I can't really hear you. Can you hear me? Looks like we're having some audio issues here with Demolition. You might want to unmute yourself there. There you go.
You hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh, nice. How you doing? Yeah.
Okay. So we got your song here. It's called Can't Be Stopped.
How you doing?
Tell us a little bit about your song. What's it about?
Well, my song is about coming up in life, you know what I mean? Not giving up on life. It's kind of a motivational song, for people in the streets that's struggling and hustling and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Just kind of help them get by and empower them. If you listen to the words, you see it's like a motivational track basically for like people in the hood and the struggles and stuff. Like it's like I do my own independent label. It's also TS Records. I have my magazine, also TS Magazine, also to swear on Spotify, all the social media platforms, DistroKid and all that. But yeah, the song is just basically a motivational speaking song. Like it's kind of hood though, you know what I mean? But I did some singing and rapping on that one. I didn't make the beat, but I also produce as well. But this beat was actually produced by somebody in the industry.
All right, sounds good. Before we get into your song, let us know where you're from and where we can find your music.
Well, I'm from Steel City, Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, North Side, you know what I mean? That's where I'm from. We're up the North Side. I was born in Toronto, but I was raised in Hamilton, actually. Hamilton, Ontario. We call it Steel City because it's Steel Town. It's almost like Pittsburgh, Canada, you know what I mean?
All right, I hear you. So where can we find your music?
Pardon, what was that?
Where can we find your music?
You can find my music on Spotify, like all the social media platforms like Apple, iTunes, SoundCloud, Reverb Nation, YouTube, SoundCloud. I have 2 different ones. Like on SoundCloud, I have Demolition. I spell my name wrong on purpose. Sometimes I spell it right, like some Shakespeare stuff, you know what I mean? But on SoundCloud, if you space DEMO space Lishon, LISHTION, you can see like other tracks on there. It's got some beats on there too as well. And on SoundClick, I got a whole bunch of songs. I got over like probably 1,000 songs in like all these different places.
Sounds good. So we're gonna get right into your song. Just give me 1 second while we load it up.
Okay, respect.
What's with you, man? Long time, man.
You know, just problems with cops and other haters and shit, trying to stop me and shit,
Man, they ain't gonna stop you, B. You can't stop OSOTS, nigga. We can't stop it, son.
You know?
Huh?
You know?
Even if the world is upside down, y'all still ain't gonna stop me now. Y'all still ain't gonna stop me now. Stop me now, yeah. I got the bangers that'll move that crowd. So y'all ain't gonna stop me now. So y'all ain't gonna stop me now. Stop me how? No, you ain't gonna stop me now. Even if the world is upside down. No, you ain't gonna stop me now. Stop me now. Stop me now. No, you ain't gonna stop me now. I got the bangers that can move them crowds. So you ain't gonna stop me now. Stop me now. Stop me how? Yeah, this a legendary one. And I'm a legendary son. The world's upside down, and sometimes I know it can be a scary one. But sometimes we get scared for fun. In war, I'm declaring some. I've been poor and I had to fill my tongue. And there ain't no time to be playing dumb. Gotta get this bread in every crumb. And tonight I think it's gonna be spiced wrong. You gave up on life, how come? Well, we ain't gonna like the end of that outcome. It's too late, I can't be stopped. And fuck you haters and the cops. Ain't over till the fat lady sings and the big apple drops. You ain't gonna stop me now, even if the world is upside down. No, you ain't gonna stop me now. Stop me now. No, you ain't gonna stop me now, even if the world is upside down. No, you ain't gonna stop me now. Stop me now. No, you're never gonna stop me. No, you're never gonna break me. never gonna fake me, yeah. No, you're never gonna stop me. No, you're never gonna break me. No, you're never gonna fake me, yeah. No, you ain't gonna stop me now, even if the world is upside down. No, you ain't gonna stop me now. Stop me how? No, you ain't gonna stop me now, even if the world is upside down. No, you ain't gonna stop me now. Stop me how? How you gonna stop me now? Too late to stop me now. How? Ain't gonna stop me now. Ain't gonna stop me now.
All right, there you have it. That was the artist Demolition with his song Can't Be Stopped. Let's see what our judges thought about the song. Let's start things off with Pain One. Pain One, what did you think about Demolition and his song?
It feels like I like the spirit of the record a lot and the message. Um, the intro was way too long. It was over a minute and a half for the song to even start. So like, if I weren't judging it, I would have just stopped watching, to be honest with you, because it's just too long. Like I want to hear the song. I think overall it just sounds like this particular artist is new on his journey, and so based on just the quality, delivery, and so forth, I'm gonna have to say no pass, just given what I know about the other artists in the competition. But I think if he continues making music with this particular spirit and then just focuses more on stuff like cadence, delivery, energy, vocal production, that kind of thing, it might be a very different story next time.
All right, thank you, Pain One. Unfortunately, that's a no pass from Pain One, but let's see what our next judge thought. Sweet, what did you think?
I think it was okay. I feel the overall production was kind of dated. Besides that, I feel you need to work more on your songwriting, on your vocals, the vocal tone. I did like the message of the song, but it's not enough for me to pass. So it's no pass.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, Swede. And yeah, unfortunately, I agree with the judges as well. No pass from me. The overall sound of the song did sound outdated, but like Pain One, Pain One said, I did like the overall positive vibe of the song. And the intro was too long, and sometimes, my suggestion to you would be, sometimes you got to take off your creator hat and think as the consumer that's listening to your song. And you probably wouldn't want to listen to a new artist who has a really long intro. You probably just skip it, like Pain One says. So just think about that next time. You do have a lot of potential, so just keep working on your craft. I'm sure, and we hope to see you at another online showcase. We're gonna get into our next artist on the lineup. They go by Uncle Sonali. I don't think we have him here in the Zoom. So we're just gonna get right into the song. Just give me 1 second while we load it up.
All I had, some dollars, some dreams. Made a plan, what's better than a scheme? All I had, some dollars, some dreams. Made a plan, what's better than a scheme?
It's like Pinky already had a clock, like Jordan had a game, and ain't past Iverson the Rock. I started the hog, but shared with the wolves. Lived by a pack, the box unpacked, had the pack. We debated who was better, Big J or Pop. 3 complained, yet got the girl of his dreams. I was on some Wu-Tang-ish, cause cash rules everything, bitch. I was broken heart, smart enough to put earplug on emotions though. It's like magic, the way perks make potion. So the visions I see graphically potent. If money was a gun, I was always loaded. Literally, we was always smoking. That's the thing, all I had was some dollars. Up at 1 p.m. making a plan, out a dream. Now I know it's wiser than a scheme.
All I had, some dollars, some dreams. Made a plan, what's better than a scheme? All I had, some dollars, some dreams. Made a plan, what's better than a scheme? All I had, some dollars, some dreams. Made a plan, what's better than a scheme? All I had, some dollars, some dreams. Made a plan, what's better than a scheme?
Rewind to Compton Ave. Mama ain't find my stash. It was rock, not gas. I'm living. Question is, how long can he last? Every day, enter the Justice Center. On my mama, never signed shit, never jumped shit. Swore he walked on water, that dip ruined me and Tracy's business ethics. Signed to resign, red light, but I ain't get the message. In all reality, I was hard-headed, 3 G's a day, on the regular. My relo was bigger, I wanted to be like homies, dead gone. Exhale, start thinking clear. Why they gone? How I'm still here. So it's on, sing gone. Live out what Lucy when he sleep, even if it ain't comfortably. That's the thing, all I had was some dollars and I used to dream. No stranger to failure.
All I had, some dollars, some dreams. Made a plan, what's better than a scheme? All I had, some dollars, some dreams. Made a plan, what's better than a scheme? All I had, some dollars, some dreams. Made a plan, what's better than a scheme? All I had, some dollars, some dreams. Made a plan, what's better than a scheme?
13 when sin trapped his first sack. And all I take that back. 2 years younger than that. Substance cut, never learned to cook, still work the stove. Gentrification, turn my hood to the Grove. Limited conversation, some shit homies do know. In class, I can't share block business. It's not info to share if you ain't been there. You can't own up to it, mate. This the bottom, we rent shit and got violence involvements. You lucky just to have a sober mama, blessed to know your father. Yet reasoning, make some plans, humble for some dollars and some dreams. Cause a lot of people dead ass, they ain't got a damn thing. Mercutio Moriarty, we making it raw. Madrigal Projects. My focus group is success, baby. Well, till we come. Send Luke.
All right, there you have it. That was the artist Uncle Sonali with his song. Let's kick it off to our judges. Let's see what they thought about the song. Let's start things off with Swede. Swede, what did you think about Sonali and his song?
Yeah, it was cool. I liked the verses. The hook definitely was different, you know, had a different vibe. Appreciate that. Although I wish, you know, the lyrics of the hook would have been better. I appreciate the fact that it was different, you know, it stood out. I think, you know, he did a good job and he has potential. So I'm gonna give him a pass.
All right, there you have it. Got your first pass there from Swede. Let's kick it off to Pain One and get his thoughts. Pain, what did you think about Somali and his song?
I like the content of the song quite a bit, especially the last verse. I I disagree. I think it just wasn't a cohesive product. I don't think it came together well at all. The production was full of dissonance, especially when the sub bass came in. It was in a completely wrong key, and that just distracted me off top. And then it just felt like it sounded as though the rapper were reading his rhymes off of a sheet of paper, not actually delivering it. There were even moments on the last verse, actually, which happened to be my favorite verse content wise. He just ends the song there like they're just silence, and the 16 hasn't even ended. So to me, that just shows, and this is something that a mistake newer rappers make all the time. I think they write the lyrics and then they don't really lock in how the lyrics interact with the beat. And so they either end their bars early so the meter's messed up, or they write 14 bars and then just leave it silent. It just isn't. It's a sign of inexperience, or just a person not caring to focus on songwriting, which those conventions are nearly identical to the conventions of writing poetry. You have meter, you have cadence, you have all of these different elements that come together. And I didn't feel like any of those were present. So even like, I feel like the bare minimum, I should have felt like the stuff he was saying was so heavy. I feel like I should have felt it in his delivery, and it just felt like he was reading it to try to get from point A to point B and finish the recording process and then just be done with it. And that, I think, is really unfortunate because, you know, the content was powerful. So I can't personally give this a pass, but hopefully the feedback is helpful.
Absolutely, well said. Thank you, Pain One, for your feedback. Unfortunately, it's a no pass. That means it's a tiebreaker, and it's up to me. But I have to agree more with Pain One than I do with Sweet. Unfortunately, you know, another song with a great message and with great content, but just the overall delivery, the production, the quality of the video, you know, a lot of things just, you know, just didn't line up like they should. It does sound like you're just starting out, so you know, my suggestion to you would just be, you know, I'm sure you listen to a lot of your favorite artists and just check them out and just study, you know, the way that they deliver their music and the type of beat selections that they do, and you know, just improve on what you do. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to our next artist on the lineup. They go by Young Homie. We got them here in the Zoom, so just give me 1 second while I bring them in. And Young Homie, what's going on?
You hear me fine?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, what's up?
So we got your song here, Real Ones. Tell us a little bit about your song. What's it about?
Real Ones. It's just about, you know, the people that I had held it down for me that ain't never switched up on me and shit. So it's just a message to them. A shout out to all the people that never switched up on me. I do all my music off of my phone. That song is recorded off my phone. The video is recorded. All the edits, everything's done off my phone. You can find my music on all platforms, all streaming platforms, Apple Music, under Young Homie.
All right, awesome. Sounds good. Before we get into it, let us know where you're from and where we can find your music.
I'm from Clear Lake, California, and you can find my music on all streaming platforms, Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, under Young Homie.
All right, awesome. So we're gonna get right into your song. Just give me 1 second while I load it up.
Shout out to all of the reals, man. I swear to God, there ain't too many left. I'ma really get it all. Yeah, when I'm gone, you can keep us left. Yeah, I got way too much on the line. Yeah, I got way too much I could lose. Yeah, and I still got so much to gain. So there's still some shit I gotta do. Yeah, I had a nigga just trying to keep cool. Yeah, all of my friends, they've been acting new. He's got me acting like a fool. I swear it ain't cool. These niggas don't know what I've been going through. Can you just tell me what I did to you? Can you just tell me what I did to you? Yeah. Like what the fuck I do to you? Everybody got their own opinion, the way that they see shit. Yeah, never pictured this is how it go. I still can't believe it. Yeah, I had to crop a couple niggas up out of the picture like they got the lead. Yeah, I gotta protect myself from all of the shit that's been going on. Cause nigga lately I'm feeling defeated. I know once they see it I'll be undefeated. I say I love you, just know that I mean it. Out in the streets you gotta keep heat. Cause I swear this shit can get freezing. I swear this shit get wicked. Everybody claim they real until it's really time for business. Yeah, money on my mind, ain't really got no time for bitches. Yeah, I need them digits, but I'm talking about stacking them bands until it hit a million pins. Know what it is, cause I've been really on the grind, paying and work for this. Yeah, I swear to God, that nigga, I'ma make it big. Niggas claiming that they real, I swear they counterfeit. Yeah, gotta stay true to yourself and you can't ever quit. Yeah, you just listen to yourself if no one's listening. Young homie, shout out to all of the runners, man. I swear to God, there ain't too many left. Yeah, I'ma go and get it all, and look when I'm gone, you can keep us left. Yeah, I got way too much on the line. Yeah, I got way too much I could lose. Yeah, but I still got so much to gain. Yeah, so I still got so much shit to do. Yeah, to do. I can't lose. I've been hurt, all this shit I've been through. I've been damaged, yeah, I swear my soul's been bruised. If you ask me now, I say why someone's close to you. Close to you. Yeah, close to you. I've been trying, but I've been going insane. And I'd be lying if I said that I was okay. Remind myself that everybody really has their days. And I gotta move comfortable, so I'm moving at my own pace. Yeah, you know what it is. Like, why, yeah. You know what it is. Both him.
I've been
All right, that was Young Homie with his song. Let's see what our judges thought about it. They started off with Pain One. Pain One, what did you think about Young Homie and his song?
The vocals were distorted, which I thought was distracting. So that's definitely got to be fixed. I don't know if you mix yourself. I think in terms of just taking the song at face value, it was pretty solid. It doesn't necessarily stand out from just like the world of the little babies and so on and so forth. A lot of the artists that are making pain music. So I would do a lot of soul searching and try to figure out, how you can differentiate yourself and stand out from that crowd of contemporaries. And then, the one thing I'm going to say, just to be honest, I don't pretend to know you or your background. I myself am non-black presenting. My mother's black, it doesn't matter. I'm not here to, prove my ethnicity, but you're using the N-word gratuitously in the music. So I can see that being problematic. I guess I'll just leave it at that. Song is solid. Again, taking the song at face value, it's fine. So I'll give it a pass.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, Pain One. Let's kick it off to our next judge, SWEDE from 808 Mafia. SWEDE, what did you think?
I think it was okay. I feel the vocal mix could have been better. The overall vibe was cool. I think you have potential, just need to go back, keep working. But yeah, I'm gonna give you a pass.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, SWEDE. So congratulations, you got 2 passes from SWEDE and 1 from Pain One. As far as my feedback, overall, yeah, it was a great song. I do see some potential in the songwriting. Was okay. The mixing was okay. Other than that, my only feedback to you was just, maybe go back to the drawing board and revisit using, like Pain One said, the N-word repeatedly in the song, because it may come across to your consumers as a problem. So just keep that in mind moving forward. You did get the pass, so you'll be moving on to the championship. Just make sure to take all the feedback, the good and the bad, and consider that, when you go to the championship to perform at the championship. So we'll go ahead and move on to our next artist on the lineup. They go by Young Admis. I don't think we have them here in the Zoom, so we're just going to get right into their song.
On top of Olympus, I feel like I'm Giannis. On top of Olympus, I feel like I'm Giannis. On top of Olympus, I feel like I'm Giannis. It's all my core, I'm just being honest. Ballin' so hard and no one can stop this. High like a giant and no one can top this. On top of Olympus, I feel like I'm Giannis. Ballin' so hard and no one can stop this. On top of Olympus, I feel like I'm Giannis. It's all my core, I'm just being honest. I feel like I'm Giannis. Watch my neck, trying to follow my footwork. Watch them fall as I pass by, bet that did hurt. Blind by my life, flash by in a burst. Won't look back, I'm taking it, making my shots first. Ran out of room for shoe boxes, my pockets keep spilling dollars. Now I'm locking up the money in the bank like a Velaga. Blind past the top, now I'm the only one not drowning in water. Colder than lukewarm, so I had to go and make it hotter. Getting here wasn't easy, and I heard it only gets harder. But to me, it's all the same, and no matter what, I won't falter. On top of Olympus, I feel like I'm Giannis. On top of Olympus, I feel like I'm Giannis. On top of Olympus, I feel like I'm Giannis. It's all my core, I'm just being honest. Ballin' so hard and no one can stop this. High like a giant and no one can top this. On top of Olympus, I feel like I'm Giannis. Ballin' so hard and no one can stop this. On top of Olympus, I feel like I'm Giannis. It's all my core, I'm just being honest. I feel like I'm Giannis. Line keeps blinging on the Motorola. Only answer if it's about Gorgonzola. Shining brighter than the sun from Arizona. Feeling 3 blessed, getting rich like Oprah. 4 times the defense, I can take on your whole team. They're calling me the MVP just like Kareem. Title me a champion, cause I am supreme. You're right to move at the way I'm coming full steam, no breaks. Staring at my wings, I'm soaring like Superman. In the clouds like a dream, I know that sounds super grand. But you're straight from the theme like you lost in a maze with no end. And here's the thing, I already won before we even began. On top of Olympus, I feel like I'm Giannis. On top of Olympus, I feel like I'm Giannis. On top of Olympus, I feel like I'm Giannis. It's all my core, I'm just being honest. Ballin' so hard and no one can stop this. High like a giant and no one can top this. On top of Olympus, I feel like I'm Giannis. Ballin' so hard and no one can stop this. On top of Olympus, I feel like I'm Giannis. It's all my core, I'm just being honest. I feel like I'm Giannis.
All right, and that was Young Adams with his song. Let's kick it off to our judges and see what they thought about the song. To start things off with Sweet. Sweet, what did you think about Adams and his song?
Yeah, I think it was cool. I like the energy. The video was good, so I'm gonna give him a pass.
All right, cool. There you have it. You got a pass from Swede. Let's see what our next judge thought. Let's kick it off to Pain One. Pain, what did you think?
It felt. Oh, I'm not even using the right camera. No wonder I look crazy. Oh no, that is the right camera. What is it? My lighting's just trash. My bad. I like the energy of the hook. I feel like the energy stopped during the verses and it became monotonous. It just felt very new. In the sense that I don't think he has found his voice yet. There were times when his accent was kind of going one direction and then it went another direction. I know a lot of newer artists are just trying to find their voice. And so they try out different ways of delivering lyrics that aren't necessarily natural. So there were times when it just didn't sound natural. Like at first I thought, okay, he's from another country, but then again, the more I listened, no, I think he's American. He's just doing a voice, like a rap voice, which I don't think is right for him. And then it also felt like he was trying to shoehorn a lot into. This is kind of a theme. I've said this more than once. Meter, when the meter is off, you can tell that that's probably just someone that is newer at songwriting. And the meter was off quite a bit in this song. And so I can't give it a pass. It just seems way too new for this guy. But I think what a lot of people need to understand is that when you listen to your favorite rappers, their meter is so, I mean, they have such a advanced understanding of meter that either it's so symmetrical you don't even realize it, or they break form in such an intentional and artistic way. Like Eminem does that all the time. He's an example. Actually, Royce the 5'9", speaking of Eminem, he breaks meter all the time, and he does it in a way that brings it right back to the symmetry, and it just feels so perfect because he's a master at that. And of course, I'm using very high level rapper lyrical songwriters as an example because that's what we're all aspiring to be in our respective crafts. We want to be at the top. And then there are people like Little Baby whose symmetry is just so perfect. It always makes sense. He doesn't really stray from convention. He has his cadences and they just work. But these are the types of things that I think a lot of newer rappers don't pay attention to. They don't study that. They're just like, I got my lyrics and I'm going to deliver them over the beat. And so it just becomes a task, like point A to point B. And the part about, being a student of the game gets lost. So yeah, you got to study to be great. And, there's a standard and some people have it naturally and some people have some natural talent, but they really need to foster it and refine it. And there's nothing wrong with either path. I've seen people become great starting with more natural talent or far less natural talent. But it's just a matter of focusing on it. And so hopefully that's what something like this, this Coast to Coast Live showcase can provide. Just bringing to the attention of the artists areas that they may want to focus on.
Absolutely, well said. Thank you, Pain One. Unfortunately, I agree with Pain One as well. It's a no pass for me. But there was a lot of positive stuff, about his song and the video. I mean, the video had great production, and I like the fact that he had a subject to talk about. He had his, he stuck to his concept throughout the entire song, which I think for a lot of songwriters or a lot of artists starting off, they don't really have a concept. They just, start rapping and just saying things without any real intent. So I think in that regards, that's something very positive that you can, work off of, and also taking all of Pain One's feedback as well, for sure, because he gave you a lot of great feedback there and, improving. So I definitely hope to see you in another online showcase to see those improvements. And make sure to check out that feedback email after the event. We're going to go on with our last artist on today's lineup. She goes by Clausy Bernard. I don't think we have them here in the Zoom, so we're just going to get right into the song. Just give me 1 second while I load it up.
So that wasn't conventional. I think there were a lot of parts that were conventional. Um, I didn't know what to expect. I heard the break come in. I'm not gonna sample snitch, but I'm like, cool. There's this element of hip hop in here. And then the vocals started. I'm like, wow, these are different because they're grating and rough, but also really intense and visceral. And it's an interesting contrast between him intentionally straining his voice and then effortlessly playing a more subdued and melodic backing track with the guitar and the harmonica, which makes me think this is probably a pretty entertaining live performance. Because even if you listen to, and I don't think this is the type, he's not a pop star. This sound isn't for everyone. But if you saw him perform, even if you didn't like it, at least you're looking at his performance and saying he feels that shit 100%. So I certainly would like to see him perform live. So I'm gonna give him a pass for that reason.
Yeah, I like him, man. Definitely different vibe compared to the other stuff, on the show. I really like it. I like the overall vibe, so I'm giving him a pass.
I'm easy to find. Just at DJ Pain One. Make sure it's the verified profile that you're contacting and not something else, because someone was scamming people on Instagram with a fake DJ Pain One profile, and Instagram doesn't do shit until like 1 million people report it. So finally, after a month, they got it down. Otherwise, if you're just looking to grab some beats quickly and you want to browse my catalog, www.djpain1beats.com is the easiest way to do it. But reach out for any kind of business inquiry. I work with independent artists, unsigned artists all day. Appreciate it.
You can find me on Instagram, SWEDE 808 Mafia. Thanks for having me. Take care.